What are some affordable items, less than $100, that are life-changing? Slow close toilet seats. Pros: quiet, easy. Cons: you'll forget if you go to someone else's house. We have one on our toilet, since all 4 of our kids like to slam everything in the house. Anyways, we took a family trip to my mother's, and after using her restroom my stepfather asked me if his toilet upset me. I'm like, he says, well, you sure slammed that lid. I figured it made you mad. Totally forgot not every own's toilet lid doesn't ever so slowly and gently close. 2 meters charging cable. Braided, not plastic. I second this. I'm not longer restricted to laying on one side of my bed to charge my phone. I fixed this in the worst way possible. Instead of buying a longer cable, I connected my regular charger to an extension cord. Yes, I know I'm a horrible person. A good sharp chef's knife will make cooking much easier. Remember to budget for a sharpener too, to keep it sharp. All knives need care. Blackout curtains, or just any way to block the light coming through your window. I fall asleep so much faster now that my room is pitch black at night. Pointed downside to this, I found, was being too accustomed to it. When I had blackout curtains for a few years, I'd only be able to fall asleep in near pitch darkness, and exacerbated my insomnia if any other little thing was wrong. Traveling, multi-site camping, crashing at a friend's or someone's place, all became completely sleepless nights. Naturally, this depends how much light your room gets, and how often you might have to sleep anywhere else. Sleep masks work well, unless you're the sort to take them off in your sleep. Edit. After the first 2 sleep mask recommendations, I used eye/sleep masks as a transition period, but found it better to train myself to get used to sleeping with a bit of light. This was a bigger issue in my 20s, when I'd often stay at a buddy's place, or at a hookup on a whim. I did get better curtains, but actively refrained from blackout curtains for that reason. The downside to them is that it gets really hard to get out of bed in the morning. Or thick, cozy bath towel. Why waste all of that shower goodness just to rub yourself with sandpaper after you get out? Costco has amazing towels. I was visiting my parents' house and their towels were like clouds, and they said they were from Costco, so I went and bought a whole new set for myself immediately, and they were incredibly affordable. An electric heating under blanket. It is bliss. I have joint/muscle pain and it's been much better since I started slow cooking myself overnight. An alternative is to go live in an apartment so ridiculously hot you'll want to sleep naked with no blankets on when it's snowing outside. I still have no idea why that place was so fucking hot. Good high quality underwear. Not like the 5-pack for $15 at Walmart. Quality underwear from somewhere may not be majorly life changing, but the day-to-day improvement is amazing. Duluth Trading. Buck naked. Extra long. Those babies are a blessing. No riding up, no pinch, no bunch. Feels great. Timer caps for pill bottles. Basically, the cap is a timer that resets every time you open the bottle. You can get some on Amazon for like $10. I take my ADHD medicine every morning, right when I wake up. Some mornings I leave and take it, and go back to sleep for 30 minimums until it kicks in and wakes me up. Some mornings, I'd forget that I took it, and went back to sleep, and accidentally take a second. When I wake up, 100 milligrams of Vyvanse makes for a fucking crackhead fever dream of a day. At that level it actually makes you less productive, so you get nothing done, and deal with insane side effects all day. Conversely, some days I'd accidentally go without it, because I thought I'd took it already, and get nothing done. The timer cap pill bottle literally totally fixed that problem. It also made me aware that one of my friends stole my ADHD medication. They still won't fess up to it. I wish they would. It was fucked up, but I'd forgive them. We are not very close anymore. Good socks. I wear down tough and my feet feel so much better. Edit. As others have mentioned, the warranty is worth it alone. Our unconditional lifetime guarantee is simple. If our socks are not the most comfortable, durable, and best fitting socks you have ever owned, return them for another pair. No strings. No conditions. Socks guaranteed for life. Double edit. A friend returned some that he bought on Amazon, wore out incredibly fast. DT told him they were actually counterfeit and gave him a credit. to buy some real ones from their store. A fabric shaver refreshes sweaters/coats etc. in no time and saves replacing the garments that are in otherwise good condition. Is this like a lint remover? I swear the ones I've had have been super crappy and all my jumpers end up with those little balls of fabric. Any recommendations for a good one? It's not like the roller/sticky paper lint remover. This is specifically for piling of fabrics, and if you open it up it has actual little blades in there. I don't have a recommendation. I just went with the most reviewed online. That was under $20, and so far so good. It made a sweater that I love look so much better. A second monitor. It makes so much of a difference. It doesn't need to be fancy, but being able to look at two things at once makes doing work so much easier. And then you start thinking that a third point screen would make you point life even better. It doesn't lol. More info up at once, but more distraction. A reusable water bottle. It's amazing how much of a difference there is in the amount of happiness you have when you just stay hydrated. A gram scale. It can be used for a lot of minor measurements. It can easily measure water, since 1g is 1 milliliter. The power of the metric system. No more measuring by volume in the kitchen is life-changing. A houseplant. After a few weeks you'll get addicted to loving it, and in a blink of an eye your room will be a tropical jungle. Either that or you'll kill it almost immediately, and plunge further into the despair of existential dread. A rice cooker. I would love to have an amazing kitchen with expensive equipment, but right now I can't. You can make a ton of stuff you didn't think you could with a rice cooker, either that or a pressure cooker. Edit. Because so many people are commenting, a rice cooker can be used not just for making rice. I've made whole meals using it. Steamed vegetables, made cakes, perfect for oatmeal, etc. Ninja air fryer. Since the pandemic started, I've been making so many great pub style dishes in that sucker. I need a kegerator for the full effect, but I'm getting closer. New bedding. When you get brand new blankets and pillows. Any recommended? Coop Home Goods pillows are seriously amazing. Life-changing. I sleep so much better. It doesn't go flat like down. I throw it in the dryer with wool dryer balls every 6 months to freshen it up. A shoehorn. So simple and cheap, and instantly turns 5 seconds of the most annoying wriggling and forcing into a 1-second maneuver. I'm amazed they seem to have gone out of style. Also, a fire extinguisher on every level of your house. Now I'm gonna keep stamping down when my foot is clearly smashing the back of my shoe, but I have to keep trying because I'm holding my blender bottle and yogurt and keys and 3 other things in my hands on my way out of the house. One of those headband flashlights. Buy one and thank me later. My brother's wife made fun of him for getting me one for Christmas. Turned out to be one of the most practical useful gifts I've ever received. I use it all the time. I want to strongly second this for anyone who hikes even occasionally, or does anything like field biology, which is me. You should always have a headlamp with you. They take up next to no space/weight, and will literally save your life in an emergency situation, even if that emergency situation is just walking back to your car after dusk. I'm unfortunately 1 degree removed from someone who ended up behind schedule on a hike, and was on her way back after dark. She fell off the trail and died, which likely would have been prevented if she could see the trail. Never ever go into the field without a headlamp. You can get one for $20. A meat thermometer. Take all the guesswork out of your internal temperatures. No more assuming, and possibly eating undercooked meat, or eating dried out chicken. I will try this, thank you. Look for thermometers that advertise instant read. Those generally take under 4 seconds to give you the accurate reading. Cheaper thermometers can take up to 10 seconds. In a steak the time difference can matter. Calibrate your thermometer with boiling water to ensure it's accurate. Literally lights. I'm more productive and happier in a brightly lit room. Fiance says to the cup, though of course this only applies to people with periods. Literally anything better than the speakers built into your TV, a cheap Bluetooth radio to your car, a bidet, Wi-Fi bulbs or outlets, Sonica toothbrush, cheap espresso machine, Delhangi EC 155. I'm a whore for color changing lamps. I've got 4 in my bedroom alone. Weighted blanket. Yes, I got one for my girlfriend, but found that I also sleep way better using it too. It's like having a gentle full body hug while you feel asleep. Electric toothbrush, much better than conventional ones. Mine costs 18 USD. Brushing teeth is now much more effortless. I used to feel tired brushing my teeth properly. I misread that as used, and was immediately disgusted. A toaster oven. I used to think of them as something college kids have in their dorm rooms, but at age 60 I bought one. That was early this year, and I haven't turned on my full-size oven since then. I now toast things that I never would have toasted before, because the full oven was overkill. No more untoasted sandwiches. It also makes a nice pizza oven. Take a tortilla and put pizza toppings on it. The naans you can get in a bag at the grocery store would probably be pretty good for mini pizzas too. Command strips, hangers. I hang all my favorite kitchen utensils, pots, pans, oven mitts, on the inside of cabinet doors, so I don't have to hunt for stuff while cooking. Also in the bathroom brushes, blow dryer, flat iron. If it can be hung it is. They make those Velcro ones too. If you move a good bit, or have brick/concrete walls, they're amazing for hanging pictures and stuff. And then once you move there's no need to spackle and sand over nail holes. You just pull a little tab, and it pulls the adhesive off underneath the Velcro, and I haven't seen it damage paint yet.
Subscribe to the channel, like, and watch other videos.